like scary movie.
Happy Halloween! As of recording this video, today is October 31st. So go out and get yourself some candy. What's your favorite candy? Let me know in the comments section. Mine, Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. Gotta go with the Reese's, but let me know in the comments section what yours are. Today, we're gonna explore where the scary things are. Yes, that's right. That's a new movie that just dropped. I watched it on Paramount Plus. So if you have Paramount Plus, head over there if you're interested in watching this movie after this review to check it out. Without further ado, let's get into where the scary things are. What's up, YouTube? I'm Zero and your host of the Horror Zone. Today I have a review of Where the Scary Things Are, which is a movie, as mentioned, currently on Paramount Plus. This is a horror movie. Without further ado, let's get into it. What I'm going to talk about is what I like, what I don't like about this movie. Then I'll get into some websites that have reviewed this movie. I'll tell you what their ratings are. Then at the end of the video, I'll get into my rating, let you know if you should check this out or if this is one that should be on a list where you don't want to watch it. First, let's go into the synopsis of the movie. I'm going to read this off of Rotten Tomatoes. Actually, no. I'm going to read this off of IMDb because I have it up. A group of teenagers inspired by a high school create your own urban legend project quickly get out of hand in their desire for more likes and going viral with deadly consequences. So pretty straightforward. Sounds like a coming-of-age movie. We're talking about a group of students who is tasked with a project, and because of that project, they get in over their head with deadly consequences. First, what I normally like to talk about are the actors and actresses, the prominent ones in the movie, and this is going to be very brief. So, Selena Flansha plays Ayla. Davy Ralphley plays Eric. Michael Cervantes plays Mike, and Paul Cotman plays Brent. If you haven't heard any of those names before, it's probably because you haven't. None of the actors or actresses in this movie have played any prominent roles in really any media. So they're all relatively new actors and actresses. Now, sometimes that's a good thing and sometimes it's a bad thing. There have been a lot of franchises where unknown actors or actresses have starred. They've done a fantastic job. Unfortunately, this movie is not going to be one for any of the actors or actresses in it. Now, I'm not going to say the acting was horrible. It wasn't. But it wasn't great. It was okay. It was not any Oscar worthy, but just closer to the bottom of the line acting. Not amazing acting, just okay acting. Not as bad as porn acting, but not great. Now, that's something you can overlook if the directing and the story is very good. So let's talk about those. Unfortunately, neither of them were good as well. The story took a little while to get going. There was a lot of background and build-up. They went into the background of the group of friends. Then they went into the background of that school project. And just by the time it finally got going, the movie was almost over. Unfortunately, it didn't really pick up until the last about 10 minutes of the movie, which is really unfortunate. I was really hoping to like this movie, and selfishly, this is actually filmed near me, so I was hoping that this movie was really going to be good. I noticed that where they filmed it was actually a haunted attraction near me, which I go to every year, so I noticed a lot of the sets that they used was actually the haunted attraction that I walk through. So I was hoping that this would do well, and just the story just didn't pick up. So unfortunately, both the acting and story are forgettable. Now let's talk about the directing, and the director, B. Harrison Smith. Again, another name that you probably haven't heard of because he hasn't really directed anything. So, could he save this? Well, unfortunately not. The direction of the movie just wasn't great as well. There, again, as I mentioned, the story could have picked up a little bit sooner. There could have been a lot more horror moments in this movie. Despite being classified as a horror, it's called Where the Scary Things Are. And I was waiting for the scary things to come, and they just never came. So unfortunately, just the movie didn't hit on any of the aspects that you wanted to hit. It was slow to start, slow in the middle, and didn't pick up till about the last 10 minutes. But by that point, I was already disinterested in the movie. The acting wasn't great. Again, not as bad as porn acting, but not amazing. And the directing wasn't good as well. But let's talk about some reviews, some prominent websites. Unfortunately, because of how new and unknown this movie is, a lot of the sites don't have anything on it just yet. Normally, I like to talk about Rotten Tomatoes and Metacritic, but neither of those have this movie currently rated. But IMDb did save me there, so it does have, as of me making this video, about 400 reviews of users, so that's good. And IMDb has this as a 3.1 stars out of 10. So, not great. Now let me get into my final verdict. I've already mentioned what I thought about the acting, directing, and story. Unfortunately, there's nothing redeeming about this movie. I'm going to give this a generous 2 stars out of 10, and that's probably because I'm sentimental about the fact that that haunted attraction is near me. But really, this is a movie that I would pass on. It's not one that I would readily go out and seek. It wasn't enjoyable to watch. But let me know in the comments section if you've watched this movie and what you think of it. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you have a great Halloween. And until next time, stay spooky. Peace.